What is going on today, guys? This is a truck driver's journey, and this is the truck driver in question. So, damn, my voice just cracked terribly. Um, so I am in the upper part of Ohio, about mid part of Ohio, getting ready to go into West Virginia. I'm heading to Pennsylvania, but the weather, it's snowing again. It's snowing. It's really snowing. Uh, quite quite a lot actually. And yeah, so that's what I've been dealing with. It's quite a lot. It's probably as much or more than the last video I showed you guys with snow. Um, now what I'm trying to articulate what I want to say in this video because there's a lot of um things that I really want to say, but I just don't. I guess I don't know how to present them the way that I want to present them. First of all, let's get rid of this because it's hot in here. I just came from outside, so let's get rid of this jacket too. So yeah. Um, but anyways, what I wanted to talk to you all about today or tonight, whichever one whenever you see this. Now, what I wanted to talk about is the fact that there are. How should I go about this? I don't even really know how to come at this um, sensibly. I guess is what you would say. We're gonna revisit an old topic that I made a video on way back when I first started this channel about masks. Okay. Um, at this point, love me or hate me, whatever. Um, but I do not think that. And here's my argument. I'm gonna lay it all out on the line, and then I'm gonna play devil's advocate to my own argument. Okay. Um, there's a quote unquote pandemic going around with this virus, whatever. Whether I believe in it or not is irrelevant in the conversation. It really has no merit either way, whether it exists or it doesn't exist. Which me personally, I believe there is a virus. Now validity, I don't know, validity. I'm gonna say that of whether it's a pandemic or not is still debatable because it just is, and I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I don't want to get canceled at 10 subscribers, but at the same time, I am sick and tired of people proclaiming that just because I don't wear a mask or I might be standing too close to somebody in a store or whatever, and they lose their shit or they give me nasty looks and all this shit. Like I'm not a human being. Okay, that's just and I don't really blame them. I don't really blame them at all. What runs through my mind is it must really suck to live with that kind of fear everywhere you go. Okay, now remember this is where I'm coming from now. This is my opinion. This isn't some kind of facts written down in a book somewhere. This is just my opinion. This is my view on the subject. Um, so like I said, it must really suck to go around everywhere you go, and be fearful all the time. Be fearful all the time, and not only that, but the fear opens up room for more corruption by our government. Or not even corruption, power grabs. Like, okay, let's say for some odd reason, and I see this coming, possibly, I see this possibly playing out like this, and if it doesn't, I will be surprised. And you all can call me wrong. You can comment in the section that I'm the shittiest person on earth for even suggesting it. Blah 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 blah. I'm suggesting that at some point, if these lockdowns and everything increase and we get put back on lockdowns, and people are more isolated for longer periods of time, due to the current sitting president of the United States of America, um, which honestly at this point I'm done worrying about that as well. I don't really. I mean, one end of shit is still shit. Just saying. Uh, like what they're going to try to do is, and they're not going to try to do it. They're going to wait until it happens on its own, and then they're going to try to enforce uh, regulations and or up to banning firearms over this. And if the isolation continues and people feel more disenfranchised from their government, and like their voices don't matter, or anything like that, then the closer we get to individuals feeling that way, then, and don't get me wrong, it's people have been feeling this way before the current situation with the virus. Um, this has been a slow build up, and the virus is just the thing that kind of pushed a lot of people over the edge. Um, and for that matter, people have been feeling about like this about the government way before the last administration that we had. Okay, this has transcended way past or way before the 2016 elections, and everything. But back to my point. Um, what the current administration is going to do, and the current system of people that are in play right now are going to do, is they're going to wait until somebody, some evil person somewhere shoots up something. Okay, not. I am not advocating for this at all. I am 100% against that. Okay, 100% against it. But what they're going to do is they're going to wait until after that happens, and then they're going to come at the public like, okay, well, the virus isn't gone yet, and we have to keep strong. We have to keep doing this. We have to keep social distancing. We can't go and see family members on the holidays. We can't gather um for your favorite TV show premiere night. We can't do all that, but we can regulate the guns. We can take away certain firearms. Um, we can tax ammunition. We can, we can do this or do that or do this, and it's not only for firearms, guys. It's for anything. Like, okay, say the fear. Excuse me. The fear that has been spread in the last year is unlike any other. I'm not going to say any other time that the government has spread fear, but this is the most obvious time that the fear that's being spread has been manufactured by the government. for me in my lifetime. Um, Now, obviously, 9/11, stuff like that. Yeah, obviously that was worse on the scale. But I'm talking homegrown government fear porn. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what it is. I mean, is the virus real? Yes, of course it is. It's a virus. It's real. Is it as is it as deadly as they're saying and they're playing it up to be? Because here's the thing with the government, all politicians and all people that sit in the government, they have a slogan, okay? They have a little saying, never let a good disaster go to waste. Never let a good disaster go to waste. So it only seems logical from looking at it through their eyes that they make it more than what it is. That they make the fear they use. Oh Jesus! Sorry, I'm not trying to be disgusting today. I promise. But they try to use the fear to get what they want, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be told to move here in a minute. But it is what it is, I guess. So you might see me get a little bit hostile here in a minute because there is no place to park, and it's about 6 inches of snow on the ground and on the roads, even though with salt trucks. So no, he drove on. He stopped. He thought about it. He opened up the door and then he shut the door. So it is what it is. But anyways, like I said, just the fear that they have spread on people are going to allow them to take and take and take and take and change rules and regulations and place more rules and regulations and oh well somebody got cabin fever and they're spewing off a bunch of nonsense on Twitter, so now we can't say this word or that word or this word or that word, and that comes back to the political correctness of everybody and on the left and on the right. It's not just one political party that is doing it. There's social justice warriors on both sides, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate probably for this video, but on the same on the same hand, I I'm not I'm not politically correct. Um, I don't speak everything like a career politician would, and I probably never will because I'm not a career politician. I'm a normal person driving a truck and living life. I'm not, and that's where people, say, "Oh, you don't wear a mask all the time when you go out in public. You're a horrible person. You're a murderer. You suck." And that's not true. It's just not true. And there's the big argument right now is, well, you don't know if you're sick or not. Well, it's been a year. At what point? At what point do we stop and ask ourselves, well, if I haven't been sick for a year, and none of my immediate family that I'm, around at least, once a week, if they've never got it, then at what point do I stop living in fear and go, okay, well, maybe this isn't as bad and spreading as fast as they say it is? Because, I mean, it's got to end. This has to end. Whether it ends in a dictatorship that, we don't have a republic anymore, or either, everything goes back to normal and we have freedom still. It has to end. And they know this. So that's why they are dragging it out as long as they can and keeping the fear going. See, that's the key. And it's not just for the US government, it's for every government. As long as they can keep the fear drug out in people, they can get away with more policy changes and more policies that need to be, in their eyes, put into place. And again, this isn't facts. This is my opinion. This is what I believe is going on and what the intentions of governments are during all of this. And I'm pretty sure that if anybody from YouTube sees this video, I'm probably going to be like gone like that, like a snap of a finger. They're going to pull my channel, even with 10 people subscribed. So, but that's the thing. Nobody wants to get down to the bare bones of why people are starting to get frustrated and starting to get angry at the situation, because it doesn't feel like it's ever going to end. It feels like they're making up more and more excuses why people should be scared, but they're not making up more and more reasons. Not even reasons. They're not even. Supposedly, we have a vaccine for this, okay? Well, if we have a vaccine for it and we have something that treats it, it's something that can prevent it. I don't, and I'm not a scientist. I'm not a physician. I'm not a medical expert. I don't know, and maybe that's because of my own ignorance is the reason I'm stating this or asking this question. But why, if we have a vaccine, why don't we have a treatment that safety that beats this thing? If we have a vaccine that is supposedly prevents it, or you're immune to it or whatever, then why don't we have a treatment for it? When people get it, I don't I don't really know how the medical field works, but it would seem to me like you come up with um, a treatment for it for the people that have it before you worry about the people that could possibly get it, that could maybe get it. I don't understand that, and I don't understand the reasoning as to, well, the vaccine is the treatment, is the only treatment. Well, obviously they found something out, otherwise there wouldn't be a vaccine. They found something that beat this thing, otherwise there wouldn't be a vaccine. And I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. If I am wrong, and somebody is like a scientist with those little baster things, putting shit together and looking through shit in a microscope all day, then please correct me and tell me that I'm wrong and explain the process of what I'm asking about. Because to me, it seems like instead of the first solution being, oh well, we have a vaccine now, so everybody come and get jabbed with a needle and get some kind of chemical compound and shit shoved in your bloodstream, not once but twice, before it's effective. I think there should be. First of all, it was done way too fast, way too fast, and I'm afraid that they rushed it and they didn't do the exact science on it, and there's going to be long-term side effects. I mean, call me what you will, call me an anti-vaxxer, whatever. No, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I am. I don't believe in shoving shit in your blood from a steel needle that's going into your blood vein. That doesn't sound appealing to me at all. Um, into your body, whatever. It just doesn't. No, that doesn't appeal to me at all. It doesn't feel right. It hurts, and it doesn't make any sense. I am not against medicine all the way. I'm not against the medical sciences or whatever, but I am against, like I said, shoving your body full of shit that was made up in a lab. That kind of worries me just a tad bit. So yeah, let's get on the topic. While we're at it, fuck it, let's just break down all the barriers tonight, because why not? Yeah, let's get into the The fact that we can't say certain words, and I'm not talking about the N word or whatever. I'm talking about, when I was a kid, and take this or leave this, whatever. When I was a kid, we all were hanging out, whatever, doing our thing. When somebody did something dumb, or not even dumb, just, you can't even say gay now. Like, that's gay. I mean, I heard that. I'm just telling you my experience, my childhood, from where the region I grew up. I mean, you heard it all the time, even from gay people, even from gay kids that were gay. I mean, we had gay friends. We had a couple gay friends that ran in the same circle as me and my two best friends did. Warning: I'm going to be nasty here for a second. All right, so now that that's over with, and I grossed you guys out. So let's talk. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do it again, guys. I don't know if it's my allergies or what, but I got like a lot of congestion, and I'm not sick. Ah, all right. Sorry, if I could edit it, I would, but fuck it. We're live. We're doing it live. Not really. It's pre-recorded, but I can't cut and edit. I'm stupid when it comes to that shit. So like, if you're hanging around your friends, and everybody's so sensitive to their personal identities now, that if you say, "Hey, man, that's gay," or "Man, that's gay," and it would be like kind of like a friendly insult or whatever. Like, not even an insult. It's just, if you did gay things. Not saying, look, I'm not saying being gay is bad. Okay, and if you knew me personally, you would know that there's people in my family that are gay, on my you know mother's side, and I'm sure on my dad's side. But one person in particular, and I don't want to come out and say it, because for one, it would be kind of easy to figure out who it is, and for two, I just don't want to put them out there like that, because they are underage, and we all, like, it just is what it is. But he's very close to me. He very, very close to me, and I love him just like anybody else. I mean, he's not. It's not any different than any other person in my family. Uh, so before anybody gets in the comment section and is like, "Hey, you're gay bashing," blah blah blah. No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. And honestly, if you guys do get down there, and people are like that, then you're who I'm talking about. You're the problem. You're the problem, and not the solution. Because the solution to a situation where, if I'm out, let's say I'm out in the snow, me and my buddies out in the snow, and we get stuck. We get stuck. We're working and whatever, and my buddy turns to me and says, "Man, this is gay," or "This is retarded." Okay, and another thing, if you know me personally, you would know why I'm kind of, I guess now, allowed to use that term, because, and it's not that I'm allowed. Anybody can say it, but they're going to be attacked for it. Nobody is making fun when somebody says that. Nobody's like nobody's attacking mentally handicapped people. Okay, nobody's. That's not what's going through their head at the moment. Okay, And it just amazes me that if you say one thing that's out of line with the the current uh, unicorn, rainbow, fluffy sunshine people nowadays, and I'm not gonna say I can't say much because they're a part of my generation. They're a part of they're a part of me growing up in this fucking sensitive world. Okay, and it just it it's like we've lost any sense of humor at all. We've lost any sense of humor. We've lost joking. We've lost playing around with our friends. We've lost it because now even in certain friend groups, okay, let's take let's take three people that has met in the last 2 months, okay. They've hung out for the last 2 months every day. Let's pretend that the CV virus doesn't exist. They've had coffee every morning. They go see shows. They go have drinks for all the time, like every day for the past 2 months. If one of them slips up and says the word retarded or that's gay, then it's like a hush falls over the crowd, and everybody is like, "Did he just say that? What? What?" Now it would be different if they were talking to a specific person and actually gay bashing somebody. Then yeah, of course you should stand up for that person, and if they don't stand up for themselves, and I think that's where a lot of people, that's where our society has ultimately gone wrong in the micro scale on a personal level, people to people level, and maybe so in the macro of the whole world and the society, but you got people that will defend other people that don't need that they do not need defending. They defend themselves quite fine. Like they honestly most of the time they defend themselves better than the people that are defending them defend them. So I mean that's the problem. We not, and I say we, but I mean them as fluffy unicorn sunshine cloud people that think that just because they see one rude comment or one out of the way comment to somebody that they have to jump on that person as a collective and destroy them. If it's a politician, they have to destroy them politically. They have to destroy them, their careers, if they're in showbiz, if they're an actor, whatever. And no wonder we have liberal actors, because if you say something that's not on the liberal side of the spectrum, like if somebody comes out and says, I'm against abortion, then yeah, you're good luck trying to be in a movie that's an A plus movie. Um, you're gonna be D and C's, bro. And the cancel culture, it is what it is. It's cancel culture. Now, some people are gonna look at hopefully watch this video, and hopefully they don't get upset about what I'm saying. Hopefully I make sense of what I'm trying to get across to you guys. Hopefully I, I've articulated my point to the point that you get my point. um, I hope that's the case, but I'm fairly sure there's going to be some snide comment about how I'm a homophobe, or I degrade the intelligence of the mentally handicapped, that I undermine their ability. um it's just and it's sad that as a society and as individuals, we have to worry about that kind of nonsense. It's nonsense. It's bullshit. Because in the macro scale of the society and our culture, none of this shit is going to matter in 15 years. Or very little of it is going to matter in 15 years. Now let's go another 50 years into the future. Do you think anybody is going to remember me saying retard? Probably not. Maybe it's because I'm not famous. I don't know. But I don't even think anybody. And honestly, this is where it comes to. In 100 years, in 150 years, we're not going to be here. We're not. I mean, that's just common sense. Everybody that is alive today is not going to be on this earth 150 years from now. So why are we all getting so offended and our feelings hurt? Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Huh. Can somebody get me a paper bag? He offended my feelings. He hurt my heart. When instead of getting caught up in those emotions, whether it's a mean thing that was said to you or um, and don't get me wrong, there is a time and a place to stand up for yourself when it's necessary. Or there's a time and a place to stand up for people in general that can't stand up for themselves in the moment because they might lose their job because of a rude customer, and you're sitting there and just use common sense, people. But at the same time, the internet, I feel full heartedly that the internet and places like Twitter, Facebook, stuff like that, is not the time or the place to do so. And it causes more problems on the internet because more people gather on the internet because it's worldwide. So there's more people there that's in one place. So of course it's going to seem like a big deal when somebody does say a trigger word and warning. And I'm going to put this in the title too, so nobody can say I didn't warn them. Trigger warnings. Don't watch if you get triggered easily. Okay. If you see the words trigger warning and you get triggered, don't watch this video. Seriously. Yeah, stop right now and don't watch it. 30 minutes into it, when it's about to end, I say that, right? But honestly, none of this is scripted, so I just I've been listening to a lot of debates, a lot of speeches, lectures on the subject, and it, it kind of opened my mind to a lot of common sense shit, and it's like, and I already thought like this, honestly. I've already developed this type of thinking where people get their feelings hurt way too damn easy, and they should just let it go. Like Elsa, let it go, let it go. I have a little sister, so don't judge me. Um, but it just disheartens me, man. It kind of makes me lose hope for society. Um, it does sometimes, but other times I have hope. But guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna eat my food that I got 30 minutes ago. Until next time, guys, I will see you on the other side.